Hey everybody, welcome to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. This just came out today, and I've played a lot of Binding of Isaac in my Steam gaming career. So I figured why not do some recordings of this, and I'm going to do a random run to start it off, because we do have a new character, but I don't really care who we play as right off the bat. And we're going to play as Blue Baby. Starts with a very shitty starting item, in case you've never played the Binding of Isaac. It's just a piece of poop. You get to poop on the ground, and there's a possibility of there being a coin in the poop, or like a heart, but it's pretty rare. Anyways, what is this new thing I'm talking about, this Afterbirth Plus? This is a DLC that adds a whole bunch of new items. I think, well, I know a couple new bosses, at least a couple, and a new character, a new ending, and I think various other things. Definitely more enemies, and this is actually a new item I've never seen before. So I'm going to take a poop and then pick it up. Sulfuric acid, acid tears. So it's some sort of tear effect. I don't know if it's just going to be the same as poison. I would be surprised if they did make a make another tear effect that's the exact same as poison. So we'll see what it does, hopefully. Oh, well, I got destroyed by that champion spider. It took a heart, a full heart off my health. So just in case you've never played the Binding of Isaac, know nothing about it at all, the hearts in the top left here are my health, which you might have guessed, but since they're blue, I can't actually refill them without getting another blue heart, whereas if I had red hearts, I would be able to refill them with the more common red hearts. And this character, Blue Baby, actually can't get normal red hearts, like, or red containers. Red hearts. It's a lot of different words to throw around, but anyways, it basically, all you really need to know is that it's harder because I can't get real health. I can only get this temporary blue health. And but we seem to be handling it fine here. I got my blue heart back that I lost earlier, and I got a couple coins from the poops. I think this trinket makes it so we can't get blue hearts anymore. We can only get black ones, which are the exact same. They just kill all the enemies in the room when you lose black hearts, so that's useful. I hope it doesn't make them less common though, because that's our only source of health, and if that anything we do. Oh, that's what sulfuric tears do. They break rocks? That's like really good then, isn't it? Or does it make it so we can't get anything out of the rocks? But as I was saying, yeah, blue hearts are going to be hard to come by, so hopefully I can, if this trinket makes them even harder to come by, that's not something I want. So this isn't good. It seems like I'm not even getting, I can't get any sort of positive payout out of these pots here. Like, really? Is it like a special... It's gotta be a special condition where I just can't get anything good out of these, because this is ridiculous luck at this point. If we were to use bombs, we would have gotten a payout, like some sort of coin payout, a long time ago out of those pots. But I'll just come over here and fight the boss for now. And unfortunately, it's Ragman. I fucking hate Ragman because he's the hardest first floor boss. By the way, I tried recording a Binding of Isaac episode back when I I first started uploading, which wasn't that long ago, and I had literally the worst run I've ever had in a long time. So I'm really hoping that doesn't happen again. I am hopeful, because with Afterbirth Plus, hopefully comes some new items and some good items. But as you can see, this fight is really, it can be hard when you have no damage, but it's mostly just tedious. And I don't normally have anything bad to say about Binding of Isaac, but I really don't like Ragman as a boss. I think maybe they might have made some balancing changes, like maybe he has less health now though, which would be ideal. And let's see what item we get for defeating the boss here. Oh, pajamas! Those are really good. As you can see, it gave me a whole lot of spirit hearts to work with. So I'm feeling pretty safe for now. I will need some damage eventually though to ensure that I'm not gonna die. Because you can have all the health in the world, but if you can't kill the enemies, then you're pretty much screwed. Especially if you can't kill them very fast. But I think sulfuric tears, when they come out, I think they do a lot more damage than our other tears, and I'm gonna take this pill. It's kind of risky. It could be bad, could be good, and it's just retrovision, which honestly just makes it harder to see, which doesn't affect me much. It sucks for you guys because you have to deal with it, but hopefully it won't make you click off the video. It's just pixels, man. So those are a new enemy actually in Afterbirth Plus, if you can call them an enemy. It's a portal that spawns them, so it's essentially the same thing as an enemy. It's honestly worse than one, which is why I try to target them first. And I could use a bomb here, because this golden question mark here is a really good item. Actually, so is this one. This one makes it so you only need one coin to open a key door. Such as, oh my god, that was bad. Such as this one. And actually I'm going to take this item. This is an item that will give me temporary invincibility whenever I use it. Which is great, actually. And I do want the one that turns lock doors into coin doors, but I think I'm gonna take this just to have a better chance of seeing the newer items that came in this expansion. And these portals can be really annoying, especially I've played one run so far to completion, and on the later floors, those portal things actually start to spawn bosses. In particular, the Haunt, which is a really shitty boss to fight, in my opinion. Number 2, uh-oh, does this make us like randomly poop maybe? I feel like this isn't a new item. Oh! Yeah, it does make us randomly poop, and it makes us randomly poop bombs that can blow me up. So, I gotta be a little bit careful about that. That seems like a terrible item. I don't want this item. Could be really good if I didn't have sulfuric tears, because it's almost like free bombs, but I don't like it. And I'm gonna try. I can't even pay attention to when I'm pooping. I guess it's not horrible as long as I don't get hit by it, but as you can see, I've already taken like fucking 3 or 4 hits from it, which is really bad, especially for the second floor. And I'm gonna use my item here to go invincible and do a bunch of damage to this boss, Monstro. And he's almost dead already. That bomb will do it. I just realized it is really dark, so I'm sorry about that. And of course I took that item and now I can't take Brimstone. Actually, I'm gonna take it because I just got Guppy's collar. Basically what's going on here is there's 3 hearts below this item. I'm gonna lose 3 hearts if I take it. But the item I just picked up, the collar, is like a 50% chance that if I die, I come back to life. And I'm taking that chance. Because this item's really good. And I died. So I'll restart here. That sucks, but I was willing to take the risk just because of the shitty deal I got. I'm actually going to play as Judas. Because Judas is one of my favorite characters, and this is, like, extremely lucky. We're on a Curse of the Labyrinth floor, which is a double-sized floor. And, as such, you get twice as many... You get 2 item rooms on the same floor because you don't get a... It basically mashes 2 floors together. So it makes it so you don't have to go through as many floors, but this floor is going to be bigger. And that was really lucky because right off the spawn room, we got both of our item rooms, which is fantastic. The items in them aren't the greatest, but X-ray glasses is going to let me get into secret rooms without using bombs or even having to guess where they are in the first place, which can be excellent. I'm going to use the bomb I have right here because there's a tinted rock. And I get 2 spirit hearts out of it, which is fantastic because I only started, oh shit, with 1 red heart. And I just took that pill, which was explosive diarrhea, which does kind of the same thing as number 2, except it does it all at the same time. It just spawns a whole bunch of bombs like that. And the boss is right beside me, so this could be the shortest floor in the world if I want it to be. And you know, why not? I did waste quite a bit of time at the beginning of the episode on that failed run. But I can make it up by going a little bit quicker this time. I don't really necessarily need anything from this floor except for maybe a bomb, and there is potential for more health. But I don't really care. I'm actually... Judas is one of my favorite characters, and I think I'm really good with him just because he's not hard to be good with. Once you get later on in the game and you can dodge really well, which I'm not really showing off well here, but he has high damage, low health, which complements a style where you dodge everything and kill everything really quickly. And this time we have some deals I can actually take, which is fantastic. I think the way to do it, that puts me in a really risky position, unfortunately, is to take the 2 heart deal, which only actually takes away the 1 red heart I have, and then take this one, which will take away all the spirit hearts I have, but give me 1 spirit heart. Which is dangerous, of course, but it is powerful. I'll go to 1 more room. Wait, what? Yeah, 1 more room over here, just to see. Maybe I'll do the rest of the floor. Because, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it's a little foolish to speed ahead now that I only have 1 heart. I could get some easy health on this floor, potentially. I could also easily die, but that usually doesn't happen to me on the first floor, unless I'm fighting Ragman. Then it's always a possibility. And there's a tinted rock on that room I just ran through, that I am going to go back for and get. I just didn't notice it until the last second, so I'll kind of put my bomb right here so I don't mess up the trajectory of those spike things. And it's a golden chest. Get 3 bombs out of it. That's not too bad. Basically paid a key for 2 bombs. And we have a blood donation machine and a coin donation beggar. And I'm not gonna really mess around with either of those, even though it could be beneficial to give the beggar some coins. So there is a shop, and I have 9 coins, so I am gonna buy that other spirit heart. And that way I feel a lot more confident about going on the next floor and not dying. Even though it is, I mean, it's only the 2nd floor, so it's still not going to be too bad. And another tinted rock. We're getting tons of tinted rocks. 2 spirit hearts is fantastic to get. Unfortunately, it's more like 1.5 now. And another spirit heart. This floor is just packed full of those things, the tinted rocks. So now that I've fully explored it, only took like 3 more minutes, so I'm gonna head down to the next floor. I'm not too worried about time, but I do want to make sure these episodes don't run extremely long, because I'm not gonna just stop the episode in the middle of a run, and runs can go for hours. Well, that's kind of an exaggeration. They can go for over an hour sometimes. So I do want to try and keep it short just for the sake of you not having to watch a extremely long video just to see the conclusion. And this is going to be a room where we have to fight some waves of enemies, which should be easy enough to deal with, because I do have my active item that doubles my damage. And the enemies here should be relatively easy. These little Diglett guys are not hard to deal with. And as you can see, that guy's not hard to deal with either. What's in our last chest? Ooh, this might be a demon item. Curse of the Tower. Okay, that one kind of sucks. That one makes it so every time I get hit, a whole shit ton of bombs spawn. And there seems to be some sort of theme going on with this episode. Oh, Tears Down sucks. Infested's okay. Seems to be a theme of spawning bombs without my consent on this episode. So that kind of sucks, but I'll deal with it. I'll put a bomb down to blow up these 2 guys. And what do I get from him? Oh, Head of the Keeper. Now, I think this makes it so sometimes when we kill enemies, they'll drop coins, but I'm actually not sure. Either way, I'm not displeased to have it. And got a couple of champions on this room protecting that spawner, which really sucks, actually. I gotta find a way. I did manage to take it out, which is good. I was worried that they would just block it and a whole bunch of enemies would spawn, which would suck. Got another pill here. Haven't had the best luck with them, but I'm gonna take it anyway. And it's just I found pills. That doesn't really do anything good or bad. And this room shouldn't be tough, but it does require some dodging. These guys were really hard for me when I first started playing Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Okay, so we got a bomb out of that room, which we can then use on this room to get that chest. And that Tears Down pill is kind of an inconvenience. It makes it harder to hit the enemies, but we're still doing pretty decent damage here. And I'll use the bomb here. We'll get a lot of coins and a spirit heart, so I'm happy about that. Did I find the item room on this floor yet? I don't... No, I haven't. I just came here, right. Okay. I'm gonna actually fight the boss before I go to the item room because I have the Book of Belial charge to double my damage. Well, there's a charge right there, so never mind. Doesn't really matter if I use it on a different room now. Like this one, just because I dislike these enemies. They take a long time to kill. Like even with the double damage, they're taking 2 or 3 hits, and we have good damage for this point in the game. 2 more battery charges, that's awesome, and a judgment, which is a health stealing judgment, which I don't really want to play around with right now, but I will go to the shop, and why not gamble on this item? Mom's purse is more trinket room. We don't have a trinket yet, but that might come in handy later on. And a whole bunch of red hearts, that would be good. Like this would be a good combination if I had red heart containers, but I don't. And our item room's probably gonna be over here, considering this is the only way to go now. And is this card always the same? No, I don't think so, because it's only accessible by flying, so maybe it is always the same. Some room types have cards always in the same spot, and they're always the same card. And this one is really good because it gives me more health. They're doing really well on health, actually. That's a new enemy, those mushroom guys. I'm not sure what they do other than just sit still and occasionally send out some shots. Another mystery item. Mongo friend. Oh, okay. I thought this was a new one. But the new one I unlocked was like, oh, I don't know, it was like it was the same kind of idea as this. It was like a zombie baby or something. 2 of spades doubles my keys, so 12 keys, yeah, I'll take it. That'll probably last me quite a while in this game. And I'm not sad about the item room, but it's not great. I was kind of hoping for something a little better. And I'll use my item to make sure this boss goes down pretty quickly. Haven't seen any new bosses yet, have we? I don't think there's very many new ones, so it's not that surprising. Another mystery item, cube of meat. Mystery deal with the devil? Why not? It's worth the risk. No, it wasn't really worth the risk. Actually, I get triple shot, so... I mean, the item we got sucks, that blue baby. He's like the worst one, I think. But it's not all that bad because we got the triple shot out of it. It's kind of a weird triple shot though. It's got a really wide angle, which could be good and could be bad. I couldn't even see the bullet that hit me there. Okay, another pill. Luck up, that's a good one. And I didn't even notice this door was open. Boss trap room. I'm gonna wait till I get my Book of Belial back by doing this room first. And now we can have double damage on this boss trap room. And all we got out of it was kind of a shitty trinket. So all this does... Oh. Well, I'm really close to... I didn't realize I only had 3 hearts. I guess that was because I took the deal with the devil. So that was kind of my bad. This kind of looks crazy. I like it a little bit. This trinket, I was saying, as you can see, our shots are kind of zigzagging around, and I'm almost dead here. But, wait. How come I didn't die there? Oh, right. It doesn't do a full heart of damage yet. But I am pretty close to dying. Probably close enough to immediately get rid of this thing I was just getting enthusiastic about, because it does kind of screw with our shots in a weird way that I don't want to deal with right now. I got tons of money, so the shop should be a good option when we find it. If we find it. I mean, I could very easily die, but I'm hoping to stay alive. The one thing I don't like about... I kind of forgot I should kill this turret first. The one thing I don't like about having all these different babies following me around is it kind of screws with how easy it is to see shots incoming on me. But that's just me. I don't think that is necessarily true for everyone. A Curse of the Blind. Is this another floor where we're not going to be able to see the items I pick up? I'm going to go into the curse room. Yeah, it is. But hopefully we get a good one out of this, because I kind of need it right now. I'm really low on health again. Guppy's Paw? Oh, I don't think it's worth it. I was thinking about taking it in case I get a red heart container. That way I get a lot more health value out of it, potentially. But the double damage is going to be too good for me to ignore on bosses. Whoa, one hit and I'm dead. And that was pretty quick. I wasn't expecting to lose that one, but probably the risky plays I took contributed to that. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this episode. Those weren't very long runs, unfortunately, and kind of showcased how I am not as good as I used to be at Binding of Isaac, but I'm hoping to get a little better as I play around with this mod, and maybe I'll play the new character next episode, even though I don't understand it at all. So thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you liked the video, and hopefully you'll be back for the next one. See you later.